Next up, we're going to have another student speaker. Thomas is going to talk about how this affects undergraduate students, and particularly students of low socioeconomic status.
Hello everyone, my name's Thomas. As he said, I am a new undergrad at OSU, third year. I am the first person in my family to go to college. Thank you. And I am of low socioeconomic status. Without the Pell Grants and the different support that I get through the federal program, I could not be standing right here before you today. So today, I just want to talk and give a little insight on what it's like to be on the bottom end. I stand before you today not as an undergrad student, but as a representative of low-income Americans looking towards college who will be affected by this tax bill. I have faced the reality of the constraints poverty puts on oneself. I have felt the hopelessness, the anger, the sadness, the frustration. I have felt what it is like to go hungry, to be homeless. I have felt the uncertainty that I'm sure all low-income young people and adults have felt. I stand here in opposition to the GOP's tax scam because I am not the only one. Though circumstances may differ, the struggle of poverty is the same. I have watched intelligent young people, my friends, my family, I have watched them lose hope for their futures. I have watched the struggle of poverty result in Great Depression, and I have watched the struggle of poverty take hold in the form of the opioid crisis in low-income communities.
Right.
Many times it is the case where the only way out of poverty is through education. I believe, as I hope many of you do here, in a strong public education system so that others can rise above poverty. I believe that for America to rise as a great nation, we must provide access to this education to all Americans, not just the wealthiest. Yet the GOP is adamant on dismantling the very education system that provides opportunity to so many Americans. And for what? To line the pockets of multinational corporations that owe no loyalty to America and its people. Education is the gateway to one's future in the modern world. In a world that is rapidly evolving, one cannot get by on a simple high school diploma anymore. In the face of the rising cost of education, there is already a beast guarding the gate to higher ed. The GOP tax bill would yet put another guard dog at the gate of economic mobility. That is why I'm here today to stand against the GOP tax bill. Not only is it an attack on the education of my fellow middle-class Americans, an attack on science and the environment, a death sentence to those who cannot afford life-saving insurance, but it is a crushing blow to the American dream for so many low-income young people and adults.
That's right.
Higher education only moves further from their grasp. The GOP tax bill effectively punishes these low-income Americans for daring to take control of their futures. It is no longer a matter of pulling yourself by the bootstraps and working hard, as the Republicans like to say.
Right.
I have done that part as many as so many other Americans are doing now. The GOP tax bill is sabotaging the future of young Americans. For without access to education, we are doomed to live at the mercy of those